Hello everyone, it's Pedro Bias from Go for Glory Stable, and this is June 29th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you like these videos, you can always like or subscribe to the Go for Glory channel. So let's get started. This video is about the 3-year-old and older racehorses, and we're going to try to make this quicker and shorter, so let's see how it goes. So before we start, we're just going to quickly jump in with the Big Z visit on yesterday on June 28th. We didn't get through all the pictures on our summary video, but just here are some pictures. We had a big turnout. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people got to drive and jog their own horses. This is us at the track. Charlie with the schedule of all the horses being jogged. This is people jogging horses. Mike Merton right there with the blue. He actually won with Nola on Saturday. He drives drill all the time, and Monticello and Tioga for Rob. And yeah, everyone, this is the barn at Big Z. Everyone was just kind of hanging out. He's on the inside, giving the horses carrots. I think over here, this side of the barn, I can't tell which side they're on, but you know, Rob has a big barn, so he got a lot of horses in there. So everyone's, that's just checking out the horses they own, um, taking pictures, petting them. We had some new people there. Yeah, I think a lot of people just it's Saturday morning, so I figured something new, something different. So let's give it a chance. So um, it was a good time. These carrots look crazy. Do some gigantic carrots. They kind of remind me of like Looney Tunes carrots, but my daughter's giving this horse this gigantic carrot. I think that's just Rose's luck. So hopefully she eats that carrot. We need that leg to heal up. Um, and then yeah, this is the rest of the crew. It's Bob Glazer over here with his wife. Bob likes to stay quiet, but he's secretly one of the biggest owners of Go for Glory stable. So he's good. Everyone's having a good time. There's Rich. There's Scott over here. There's Lou Amorosa, who's the Bluebird mastermind. Um, so yeah, we got a lot going on, and even Artist Best mastermind too, actually. So we got a lot going on. Great time on Saturday. Here's everyone here. The photo. Another different photo with Charlie in there and Mike Merton. And here's Rob Harmon posing, all cool with Scott over here. Came from Rhode Island, and yeah, the dog Cooper. I think that's Cooper. Someone correct me if I got that wrong. My daughter over here, and then yeah, just everyone jogging, driving the horses, having a good time, eating the fancy donuts, looking at our fancy banner that we got, and then yeah, that was Al's Pizza. Al Fiorita got that not pizza, cake, and yeah, good times. We'll probably do it again in the fall, and hopefully we can get some more new faces in there. So it's always fun to jog and drive your own horse. So without further ado, we had a very big week with 3-year-old and older horses, and we're going to focus really just on the horses, like the notable ones. So some of the notable ones this week was Artist Best. So we're going to start with that one. That was we claimed him last week at Meadowlands, and then Charlie's going to drive him. We had uh, we had a win with Enola, and we had a win with Soho Skyfall. Drill came in second again, and that's gonna be kind of like the main focus of this video. So let's jump right into it. So here's Artist Best. Now we claimed him last week for 12 and a half plus New Jersey taxes at Meadowlands, and we claimed him really for this class, these Meadowland Amateurs class right here. Here he is in the 2 hole. This is Charlie, our own Charlie, driving. And I've been telling everybody, Charlie's a very good driver. Like these guys, these guys drive crazy. They, everyone's blasting for the lead. People parking each other out. I mean, these races are a lot of times. Sometimes it's kind of like a normal race, but then a lot of times it's just chaos. These amateur races. Everyone's leaving. Doesn't matter if you're 50 to 1, 100 to 1. You're leaving. Trying to get to the lead. Yeah, people see that and they're parking them out. Just a lot of chaos in these races where when you have a guy like Charlie here sitting third on the rail, he's cool as a cucumber. Yeah, hey, third on the rail at Meadowlands is actually pretty good because you can such a long stretch you can actually get some space, and he's. I actually thought right here Charlie was going to go third over, Me personally, I was kind of like, oh, why'd you? I was like, oh, Charlie's staying in. But then I'm watching and I'm like, huh, well, the three's still going. And the seven, who's first over there, who's first up, is actually kind of going backwards a little bit. So now I'm like, all right, I think Charlie made the right call right there, staying on the rail, just sitting there, because he's still right there in striking distance. What, 3 lengths off of the lead? And then I'm sitting here, I'm like, all right, let's pray this. We need this three to hold up. That's Tony Beltrami, the judge. I think he's a judge in real life. They call him the judge for racing, but he's in the lead. And then once that one kind of goes outside there, I'm like, oh wow, we actually have a chance here. And then we're like, well, let's play. We got to pray for this rail to open. There's Charlie. He's trying to find a spot. There we go. He finally finds an opening. He asks Artist Best to go. Boom. He didn't even, I mean, he only had a room in what, the last 20 feet? Last 20 feet of that, maybe? And he was able to sprint out there and still get the win. So yeah, overall, this was an incredible night. Of course, I couldn't be there, or I decided not to go to get a break. And the minute I decided to go, you get Charlie winning this first race of his life at Meadowlands. It was an emotional win. First win ever at the Meadowlands. We had Scotty right here. That they actually made a nice picture of that with Scotty patting him on the head. And yeah, I mean, you can see here, everyone, they're both Charlie's like to the moon. I think he's still to the moon today. And um, we had Al there. We had his wife Nilka there. We had Aracelis, who came all the way from Buffalo over here. We it was a good night. There's Bob Fidanza over there. He's hiding behind Al. Bob Fidanza writes the Gazette, and yeah, it was a great night. So anyway, Artist Best was a good horse. Just from a business standpoint, that horse fits perfectly in this level. So he can do 51, 52 at Meadowlands any day of the week, which is what you need at this level. He's a horse that likes to come off the pace. He races all the time, races every week, healthy, sound, strong, 7 years old. He's a horse still, so he's not gelding. He's still fully intact. And yeah, at $134 a share, whatever he is, he's good horse, a very good horse to have in your barn. And plus, when we have Charlie driving, like I always say with these amateurs, you only got like the top, the drop off in the top three drivers or so is immense, immense. So when you got a guy like Charlie driving, we actually have an advantage. So he's a good horse. There's plenty of shares available. He'll have a break this week. He'll be back. He'll be back next week. The week after, not this week. He'll be back the week after at Maryland. He went like 5 weeks in a row. So Bluebird time was good. He had 9 posts, but yeah, nothing we can do. We came in fourth from the 9 hole at Meadowlands. So I mean, we just gotta hope for a better post next time. He was his normal self, closing hard, finishing strong. Charming Princess, impossible to win that race. That race was a straight line the whole entire time, and she was in the back, from the fifth in the back, and it's just impossible to. It was like a minute and one or 101 first half, and I think everyone sprinted like 57 in the back half, which she did 57 and one, I think, or 57, which is great for a trotter. So nothing we can do. It's just kind of how the race went. So she's in next week. She's in this week, um, with the 8 hole at Meadows. Conrad didn't get in this week, but he's been great. Drill, I mean, this guy just keeps coming in second every week in that class. So he's in the box today, Sunday. He'll be in the box tomorrow for Thursday at Monticello. Enola had a big win. She, yeah, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I saw she had the 7 hole at Tioga. Uh, Although she's coming in from the filly and mare open trot at Yonkers. So I mean, I guess from a class wise, she's classy. But then yeah, we had a scratch here with this two, and that two Boss Blue Chip is pretty good trotter. I know him well because we trotted against him in the Excelsior with Skybox. And yeah, here's Mike Merton with Enola up front, and Mike Merton was doing double duty yesterday. He was jogging horses with us and racing at Tioga right afterwards. He actually had a big day, Mike. think he won like 2 or 3 races. He had like second with 2 or 3 races. He must have made personally like $1,000. His 5% just yesterday. So here's a Nola. She has gate speed, so she you can't teach that. So she has gate speed. So whether we're at 5/8 here, size track at Tioga, we're a half mile, she'll get off that gate right away and boom, she's right to the front. So she didn't let Mike was smart. He didn't let that bomb the eight horse 28-1 shot. Just he knew to retake right away. And the rest of this race, I mean, she's on cruise control. So I mean, she's probably a middle to upper level condition trotter, and I only say that when I say that I'm talking about from like an A track perspective, meaning um, like at Yonkers, she'd probably compete still, even at like non-winners of 15. But then she's just going all these races really take a toll on you. Here at Tioga, she'll be an open trotter. She has no problem competing with the open trotters at Tioga. They're okay. They're not. There's nothing that's gonna like be 1 to 9 every single week where she can't compete. So here she is. You got the favorite here, P Chico, 6-5 shot, or favorite or co-favorite. I'm not sure exactly where they were, but um, she puts him away easily. I mean, he does the first overbid. And she just says, "Okay, I'm gonna win this race." And Mike's not even touching her. I mean, it's like a training mile, basically. She's just a good horse. She's 5 years old only. Broodmare value, meaning if we sold her, if we had to, I mean, look at that. He tapped her and she just accelerates. So yeah, this was an easy win. She's a nice horse. Like I said, we have a couple of shares available, like 5%. Um, Not much. I want to see if I can get more, but yeah, she's 5% available at 500 per share, which because we bought her at 50, the valuation was 50,000, so which is actually a good price, very good price for her, as you can see here. When you got a horse winning like that at Tioga and these kind of races, um, it's a good horse. So yeah, I'm happy to have her. So next one is Just Rose's Luck. The big thing with her is she is training really good. So she can actually probably start. She could qualify next week. She's training so well that she probably could qualify next week if we wanted her. But she still has that little scar on her knee. So we just want to we'll probably give her next week and then probably qualify her the week after. So this probably the second week of July. Uh, but she's ready to roll. So as far as she's training great, feeling great, she healed up very well. Going to Vegas, nothing new to note on her. She's still healing up from that knee. Moneyman's in racing tomorrow at Saratoga. Muscle Bar's in next week on Thursday at Yonkers in the 25 claimer again, so he must be over his sickness. Ship's Revenge racing for the first time on Tuesday. We still have shares available of her 102 $102 a share. She's um she's a nice horse. So at the price we got her, we have so many options as far as what to do with her to like race and make money or try to get out without losing money. So the price we got her is great. She gets around the half perfectly. We can race. She's probably going to race at Saratoga, Monticello, Meadowlands. Probably more likely Saratoga and Monticello, like most of the time. We'll do her at Meadowlands, like whenever she fits well. But um, but yeah, she's a nice horse. So she's going on Tuesday. She has to 8 hole at Saratoga, so don't expect much. It's almost like a qualifier. I don't expect her to be blasting off the gate or anything. Although she could, if we wanted her to, she could because she has that gate speed. She's like Soho Skyfall in that regard. Um, but yeah, so she's ready to go on Tuesday. The share's available. She's nice pacing mare, 4 years old, only 3 parimutuel wins, so she fits really good races. Kind of the same races that Drill is fitting at Monticello, where he keeps coming in second every week, getting $2,000 a week. Um, she fits those kind of races, and that's kind of the plan. Saratoga, Monticello, Meadowlands when we can kind of get in there. And you never know if she improves better than we thought. Maybe we can put her in, Yonkers in those 20 claimers where Just Rose's Luck is going to be. So you never know. So we'll see how she does on Tuesday. Not expect I can't really evaluate much from the 8 hole, but we'll just see how she gets around the track and everything. So that's Ship's Revenge. Skybox is in on Monday. Big race for 17,600. So we'll see how he does. And then Soho Skyfall. So we'll do Soho Skyfall. And after him is two pistol Annie, and she just threw a shoe. Um, she threw a shoe in warm up, and that really screwed up her mind just went crazy after that. Didn't feel right. She was going berserk. She was really hot. She was she wasn't pacing because she was just really kind of like lost her mind when she lost her shoe. Just wasn't feeling right, and so we'll have to qualify her again. Um, she due to that race, but she's fine. She jogged yesterday with everyone there at the farm. She was fine, no issue in that regard. Just that's racing. So here's Soho Skyfall hot off the press. I just watched him win about 2 hours ago. Uh, Here he is in the five hole, and this is, we got Jay Randall driving him, and it's Jay Randall, Rob Harmon, Saratoga, and you're probably like, why is this horse racing at Saratoga? Well, he fits the race as well. I mean, so here he gets off the gate. If Jay wants, you see Jay's not really asking him. If he wanted to, he could have blasted off. He could have blasted off, and right now he'd be like somewhere in front of the four, fighting to get in front of the one right now if he wanted to. But why? Why would you? Soho Skyfall, we know he's the best horse in this race. So why would you do that? Let these horses get off the gate, fly off the gate. They're going crazy here. 27 first quarter. There's a lot of crazy quarters today at Saratoga. I think there was like a 26 first quarter, maybe because it's hot out. But yeah, this is what we want. He's a horse. We know he can fly off the gate. We know we can put him on the lead. But this is Jay. He's taking care of him. He's purposely sitting him behind a horse. That four horse is a classy horse. So just so that four horse, you know, he he's a really classy, really fast horse. I think he had a bad injury last year because he missed almost a whole year. So um, no one's just the way it goes. No one really claims horses that had a bad injury because you don't want. Well, you're luck. You claim a horse with a bad that's coming off a bad injury, and that injury is going to pop up again right when you claim them. So, but the owners who have them, they know that too. So they're going to keep tagging him and putting him in these races. But anyway, there he is first over. So Skyfall's right behind him. I thought we were going to sit behind the four until the end, but then the seven, I'm like, the seven goes four wide, and I'm like, why do you got to do that? Why do you have to go? Why did you have to go four wide like that? We and it makes Soho work a little harder than we wanted him to. I mean, if you look at Jay, he knew he had this all along. I don't even think he'd asked him like right there. He's not even asking. I mean, he's barely even asking him. He's just making him. He just asked him just enough to get his head in the front, and yeah, got the win this afternoon. It was a off the pace, which is what we want, and that's Soho. He's just consistent. He fits Saratoga like a glove, and we're gonna keep him there. So for the time being, because he still fits really low races. So if you name of the game is putting the horses in the right race where they can win every time. So that's what Saratoga's offering us. It's a great track. Um, so he gets around it fine. So keep going there. And so that's pretty much it. So that's the update for the 3-year-old and older horses for today. So on Soho, there's still some shares available. I think like 14%. He's at 579 a share, which him, Enola, and Ships Revenge, and Artist Best, there's no markups or anything. So his 579 is what we paid plus cost leading up to his first qualifier. So when you have a horse ship over from down under Australia and New Zealand, you ship them here, and then you got to wait like 3 months, and you got to qualify them. So it's a little bit of a little bit of a process. But yeah, this horse is he's been incredible for us. And if you saw him in the barn, he's actually like he looks like a stallion. He acts like a stallion. He's actually a pretty big horse too. Like you kind of look at him like, ooh, who is this guy? And that's Soho Skyfall. So anyway, good luck everyone. Have a good rest of your week, and hopefully you're having a good time. Thank you.